Hello everyone, this is the Tone Deaf Monk. I'm doing shoot number 2 of the CVJ My video. This is the little bad boy. I got it in fingerprint silver, and I'm like a crow. I kind of like him shiny and blingy. Okay. Moving on. 2 tuning switches. So done with tuning switches. Notes about tuning switches. It's what happened to the good old days. You stick something in your ears, you play, you listen to it, and then you give your impressions. No. All that went to hell with tuning switches and nozzles and shite. Anyway, down. Dynamic driver only. Nope. I did my first video and it was like, shit, I don't actually know if I actually talked about what it really sounded like on these positions. So here we go. Take number 2. Down, driver only. No. It's just dark, warm mess. Down, up. So now it's the dynamic driver and the custom BA. Go back to the beginning here. What's inside the CVJ My? And shout out to CVJ for providing this one for me. Thank you. I haven't tried a CVJ yet. This was my first, and I appreciate the opportunity to do so. I know they had a big following and haven't been that popular in the forum talks. And I think they're really trying, and this shows the effort. That's for sure. Nice shell, vented. There's a nozzle vent and a back vent as well. You're not going to be able to. Oh yeah, sort of. Anyway, nice small size. Build quality very nice. QDX connector cable is free. Back to the drivers. So 1 dynamic driver, 1 Knowles BA, 1 custom BA. There you go. Dynamic driver and custom BA. How does that sound? Well, you got quite a bit of BA timbre. For a lot of people just starting off at this hobby, you probably don't recognize what that sounds like. It was evident to me. I can pick it out easily now. Kiwi Ears Quartet. Clearly. A lot of people can't hear it and they're like, they don't know what I'm talking about. Well, that's okay. You might one day, you might not. You might think that's highs instead of sizzle BA timbre. That's what that is. And it's sibilant a little bit, but sometimes just comes across as metallic BA timbre. And that's okay if you can't hear it. That's fine. I can hear it, and you can hear a bit of the BA timbre with the custom one for sure. Sibilance is pretty controlled, so it's not bad. But it's definitely more noticeable than if you had the next switch, which would be up down, which is just the Knowles and the dynamic driver. I think CVJ did. It's a bit of wonky tuning. If you would have used the Knowles BA to be the higher frequencies, and I'll pull up a graph here and you'll see what I mean. Instead of the upper mids, and they use the Knowles as the upper mids, and then they use the custom as the high frequency. And it was a strange one, in my opinion, to do that. Because if you just put the Knowles and the dynamic driver together, it's really scooped out in the highs. It's quite dull sounding. I guess if you were super treble sensitive, that might be the one to go with. And then the last setting is up, up. So all three drivers together. And here now we have a little bit of that sibilance too, but at least everything is more balanced out. Instrumentals, you can pick out better, stage is better. And everything is kind of balanced out. Piano sounds good. And again, you can hear a little bit of that metallic sizzle, but it's not too bad. So that's really the four settings that I listened to, and I ended up settling on up, up, all drivers, and then I threw a nozzle filter on, or 350 level nozzle filter, to try to tame some of that as well. It's not bad. $58. To do a comparison to another one I just did, $58. Two dynamics and a balanced armature in here. So the comparison to sound wise is this. I'm going to take a step back here. An overall tuning of the CVJ My with up, up. Bass is nice. It goes low. It has some decent extension. It's fast, on the faster side, which I like that as well. Vocals sounded, pretty good, male and female. So the mids were pretty good. And then the highs, again, I kind of explained that a bit. With just the nulls, no, not enough. With both, yes, you get enough, but it's a little bit splashy. And then the stage is just average in your head, nothing specific. So you go from the four switches, you go basically from just really dark, warm, deep DD to, dark, warm, and sizzle. And then you go to, a little bit warm and very muted highs with the nulls. And then you go all drivers, which is less warm, pretty neutral on vocals, lots of highs, getting closer to a little more V-shaped. That's kind of their best tuning on the My. Anyway, now let's do a comparison to the TRN TA3 that I reviewed, the one with the awesome modular cable. These are both exactly the same price. Overall, sound-wise, a little bit less bass. Quality, very good quality still. Much smoother vocals, much smoother high-end. So if I were to choose two, I would choose the TRN TA3 over the two. Better accessories, better fit, better build, better overall sound quality. That being said, I just did the KZ shootout, and I was listening to the KZ DeFi as well, and I picked this one as the overall winner over the other EDXS and over the ZVX. Right. This is half the price of these other two with tunable switches and a better shell. That's the end of my review, really. If I had $58, I'd probably buy the TA3 because it has a modular cable and it's worth that extra already. Pretty good if I wanted a two dynamic and a single BA. That's pretty good. But for $28, I could buy the DeFi and have pretty excellent tuning and a great build and everything else for half the price. So anyway, that is my impressions for that. I hope it gives you a little bit of sense of the CVJ My, and comparison against maybe the TA3 and again what else is out there. The Chi-Fi market is so competitive right now. I don't think manufacturers really need to do this multi-switch mojo stuff. It doesn't really work in this case. Yes, it works in the practical sense, but it doesn't work for something that you would use in everyday life. You're not gonna like switch I'm listening to EDM, so I'm gonna switch the one switch down if you can remember which one it is, and go from there, and then I'm gonna listen to EDM. For me, I just want to throw it in my ears and jam out, right? Anyway, this is the Tone Deaf Monk. That's my impressions. Thank you much for watching, and I'm out.